Hi, this is Paul from Mackie here at NAMM 2017 with Infomusic, and I'm going to show a couple new products we have here for our studio, for studio use. I'm first going to show the Big Knob. So the Big Knob was a very successful line that we've had for many years, and we now are introducing a new product line that takes the Big Knob into three different versions. So starting off, we have the Big Knob Passive, which is just a very simple design. There's actually no power because it's a passive unit. It has two monitor outs and two source inputs, so you can simply just put this in your studio, switch between two different source selections, and you can also switch between two monitor sources. So it's very simple to use as a mono, mute, and dim function, and then the legendary center knob that's real easy to move up and down and get a great control of your volume in your studio. We also have the next step up. So we have the Big Knob Studio. So the Big Knob Studio is taking what we had in the older Big Knob, but now we've added a USB interface. It has a 2x2 USB interface, and we have two Onyx mic preamps in it now. So these preamps can be just routed directly to your DAW, and you can record your source directly from the Big Knob. So you don't have to have a separate interface anymore. You can directly monitor your inputs, so with zero latency, analog monitoring. We have a line input for 3 and 4. So say if you did have another interface that you wanted to plug into the box, you could still use that one. And then USB is to listen back to the USB. So if you're using the internal interface, this would be your USB return input. This has two monitor A and B sections. So you can have right now we have our 624s and our 824s. So A and B, so we can switch between both of our monitors. It has input to Q, so your Q mix. Also a talkback, so talkback to Q. Two headphone outputs, and the mono, mute, and dim functionality, and the center volume knob. So it's very easy to use. I'll just kind of flip it around so you can see the jacks. We have the USB here, our outputs, our monitor outputs, and our 2-track output, our line in source, and our mic inputs. And then this one has a sample rate up to 96K. The next step up is a little bit more similar form factor, or we might look a little bit more familiar to the original Big Knob, but this is the Studio Plus. So this has everything that the last one had, but a few more options. So it has another line input on the inputs. It has a studio out and a level control for the studio out. Just a few more different routing options, and also another monitor out. So it has A, B, and C. So if you had 3 studio monitors, you can switch between all 3 easily with the Studio Plus. The other thing that the Studio Plus offers is it goes up to 192 kilohertz sample rate. So it has a very high fidelity recording converters in it. So as you can see on the back here, we have all of our I/O. So our outputs for our A, B, and C monitors, our studio output, and our 2-track output, our talkback input, and then our sources. So our mic inputs, and then all of our line and Q in input on the back, and then our USB. So that's the 3 lineups for the studio. So the pricing for these is awesome. The passive is $69. The studio is let me pull that up. The studio is $199, and then the Studio Plus is $299, and that's all US. So the next awesome new thing that we are showing here at NAMM is the XR series monitors. So these are taking off of a lot of people know of the HR lineup that we've had for many years. So this is taking off of the original design, but bringing the original HR design to a more affordable platform. So as you can see, it's the same, the cabinet size is the same as the original HRs, and it has the HR waveguide on it. But this model has a Kevlar woofer, and it has aluminum dome tweeter on it. It has 160 watts of power on it. The rear of it, unfortunately, I can't flip these around right now, but it has a rear elliptical port, so it has a great low end response, great high definition to it. They really sound fantastic. They come in two different models. This is the XR624 and the XR824, and the pricing. The pricing is fantastic. This one is $499, and then this one's $399. I was also going to mention the rear has the acoustic space presets. So depending on where you want to position in the room, you can adjust acoustic space settings to fit your needs for your home studio. And the XRs are available currently at stores. These will be available come spring of this year. So we just announced them here at NAMM. So that's our new studio product lineup for this year. And thanks so much. And for more info, check out Mackie.com.